Hello, this is the second part of the change colors tutorial where we change a specific object with a specific color into another color and only affecting those specific objects that has that color. So in the last one we did create an if statement here in the detect color pixel class and in the draw pixel region method, where the method basically here detects if these the pixel is the right amount of green here with this if statement, and it just draws over that specific pixel here. So in the else statement, what we're gonna do is create a make sure that pixel turns from green to red. So we're gonna start off like here. You start using a drawing context and call it DC as well, and just draw this and render open, and inside, oops, I'm sorry, not here, but here. Inside we will take the DC draw image and we will take the bitmap and we'll have to create a new rectangle, new rect 0 by 0 bitmap pixel width and bitmap pixel height. Okay, and from there on we are going to loop through the for each as well, for each loop, so it will cycle through all the items of the pixel value, and yeah, that's the structured pixel that we created last time that has the information of all the RGB values. So, and in it we will check every pixel that if that pixel item value I think could actually just take this, I think we could just copy it, and because it's based on the same strength, and in that statement we will do something else other than what's in here. So we will take a byte from green to red, and that item is of what the current green is of that specific pixel, and the byte red to green, and this could be also a big T here, is the current item value red, and the byte that is going to be blued, and we will be able to control the blue and give it whatever value we want to, basically. But we want to lower the blue more often than not, and so yeah, one of the mistakes that I made in the last in the first part of the tutorial was to change the, I had the wrong data type for, you see I had the int, it was actually byte, but they are, I could just convert them in whatever class I'm using them, but we'll just go with, I think this should be enough, yeah, and just save this. And by the way, I think I said during the video, I looked through it and said that a byte is 155 characters. I think it's 255 up to that value for 1 byte. So yeah, I was thinking something else, but I said 150, you know. But anyway, so we'll go to the text color pixel class, and if we're gonna take the green to red and add another 20, and if that is less than 255, then we're gonna take an int, the red int, and we're gonna make sure that we keep the original, and we're gonna take the r equals plus 20, and green to red, and convert it back and give back the value to it, because oh, sorry, r, and it's going to complain. Yeah, I'm taking an int here because you can't really use arithmetics for bytes, it seems. I don't know why exactly. I was not able to do it, but so I use an int, and then I will just do the mathematics that I need and convert it back to the byte. So here we're gonna take a float of b, and we're gonna take the blued, value and times the blue. Blue will be able to, you can control it as I did in the first program I showed. I controlled it with a slider, so you can use that, or you can just put in the value here, then in the where you put the argument in the in the parameter. So I'm gonna take the blued and give back the b after it's been, after you've done the mathematics for it, after the arithmetic calculation. So solid color brush, and call it color switch, and new solid color brush, and here we'll have to take the color from our color from RGB, and we're gonna put in the values that we've calculated, basically. So G2 red, it's the red, R2 green. So we are basically, what we're doing here in the blued color, basically what we've done here is just switched up these two, and yeah, the blued will depend on, you know, the value you put in, basically. So, and now the last thing we need to do is draw it. So so DC, draw rectangle, and draw it over on this bitmap that we've taken. So we need a color switch, and the pen is going to be null, and then we're going to create a new rect and then new point, and this point is going to be taken from the item where we have all the structured information for that pixel. So pixel position X, pixel position X, and item key pixel position Y. And after that one, a new point as well. Put it here. Point item key pixel position X, and it's +1 because it's the next pixel. We're just basically creating one pixel like this. Item key pixel position Y +1, and I think that should be it. So we go to the main color. Okay. So we'll go to image pixel value and make sure you uncomment this because we're gonna need that code. So we're gonna go to and just start the software basically, and we're gonna load the picture, and we can just take whatever and turn red, and here it gives you all the pixels that's being going to be affected, going to be changed to from one color to another. So, but what we need now is to use this other else statement in that method that we just that we added the code there, and so we just, instead of true here, we're gonna use false. So because it's in the turn red button here in the main window class. So if it's false, it's going to use the else statement instead. So take load pick, take this guy, and just turn red. You see? And it turns the pixels. So all you saw, there were some pixels here and there that were just red completely, but it was just because it's markings. It's not to specifically change the specific color to another very specific color, because they are very dark now. So it just switches them up. So very dark green is going to be now very dark red instead. And here you see around the guy's little button or little lamp in his body, it's going to be very very red instead of very green. So we can take just another picture, and for instance, so this person has very green t-shirt. Everything else around him is like not very green, and we can just turn it red, and you see it turns, you know, for the most part, you see here there was some pixels here that also turned kind of reddish, but it turned the t-shirt very red instead. So basically this concludes the tutorial. I wanted to add another slider so you can just make sure you can play around with the value, but I don't think that's too hard to do. You know, just apply the value every time you in the sliders you know, event when you touch and drag the slider, so you can just apply the value to, you know, to the blue or to the you know, whatever other parameters that are available in this detect color pixel class in this method, you know. So yeah, this was pretty much it. This was a much shorter tutorial than the last one, so I hope you learned something, and yeah, see you later.